Hey, Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your November 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Capricorn in your chart. And right away here, the key themes for you in the month of November, you have choices, letting go, followed by soul purpose. And the energy that I'm picking up on here, Capricorn, is quite intense. I feel like you are completing and closing a very big chapter, a very big door in your life. Now, of course, we have free will to make choices that are in our highest good, or to make choices that we need to, recycle through a situation and continue learning and growing from. But I am getting a final completion for some of you. Now, this choice could also be thrust upon you by external forces that are fated, that are destined. So there is a situation here where it's actually going to feel quite liberating. I'm getting that this is a good thing for you. I don't see anything major standing out right away. Even though the energy is quite intense, I feel like this could be coming off of you, Capricorn, where you're feeling a little bit stressed out, or there could be some anxiety, there could be some worries, but it doesn't look to be maybe as difficult or challenging as you think it is. So for example, let's say you have a court date coming up in the month of November, or you have a doctor's appointment. There's been something that's been, bothering you. Your body's been trying to get your attention. You may be going down the path of worst case scenario, and I feel like it's not as bad possibly as you think. But there is a liberation. There is a freedom. I'm getting here positive results. Maybe this is a test, an exam. It could be, again, doctor, health. Perhaps it is a reunion with a family member. For some of you, there is a situation around love, possibly marriage. So we'll dive into all the aspects today. But remember, you have free will, but sometimes choices are thrust upon you again by external circumstances, and it may leave you at times wondering, wow, how did that just happen for me? Whether it's, positive or negative, those things happen that are outside of our control. But I am getting that there is someone or a guiding force that is making decisions for you this month. Again, not against your own free will, because again, everything you know about prior, there is a shift happening here, Capricorn, a big, big shift. And this is also about liberating yourself. You have the letting go card, and this is about gaining that necessary closure. Again, closing the chapter to a situation that may have been difficult for you. This is about goodbyes, growth, ascension, life lessons, and being able to go with the flow more instead of feeling like you are up against a situation here. It could have been something that maybe internally you were resisting, or you were fearful to embrace the unknown, but that fear was just an illusion. That's kind of what I get for some of you. That fear, false evidence appearing real, was an illusion that you thought it was going to be bad going down one direction, but you actually realized that this is one of the best things that could have happened for you, because your card up here is soul purpose. So something really has you thinking quite deeply this month. This is all about, an awakening. This is the calling, which is so interesting because you also have in your reading here the Judgment card. And this is about changing your life for the better. It says here, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Because I am getting here, there's been a situation or many in the past that have been quite difficult for you, Capricorn. This is all about discovery, life path, direction, and guidance. So again, choices being smack dab in the middle here really shows me that there's going to be some major turning points for you this month that will lead to a lot more happiness than you've had in the past. Now, what you don't see coming, you do have the Animal Kingdom and the Memories card showing up. So for some of you, This could be a celebration of life. This month could bring up a lot of memories for you. Maybe you're reminiscing over a situation of the past because you are ready to finally close the chapter, but it doesn't make it easy, right? It doesn't make it easier, but it does help us get into that energy of feeling the emotions and riding that wave. And that's what November is all about as we navigate through Scorpio season. There could be some deep emotions that come up, but the animal kingdom, I love that this is showing up here for you because it's not just animals that you may see in your life, whether it's your own pets or whether it is creatures in the great outdoors, but the energy here is that of unconditional love. This is the energy of companionship, emotional support. Now, some of you, yes, this may come through an animal. It can even be an animal in spirit. It could be an animal totem or animals that you see in the great outdoors this month. But when this card shows up, it's beyond that, the energy, again, of unconditional love. And you may have some deep love, some deep memories for a person, a place, a thing, or something that's happened in the past that you're closing this chapter to. But again, there was a heart connection to this. So maybe you're leaving a job that you've been in for 20 years and it's like leaving a piece of you behind, along with maybe some coworkers that you've been together with every single day. There's some sort of grieving happening here for you, but I feel that this grieving is actually a good thing. Okay, because we need to grieve, because it's when we hang on to those emotions, we suppress them, we deny them, we don't allow them to, to come up in our world, that can create dis-ease, also known as disease in the body. So again, some of you have some strong memories, but you're getting ready to make some new memories here. You could even be writing a vlog. Maybe you are writing a book, a memoir. This is about life story. Some of you could be sitting around the table if you celebrate the holidays this month, and maybe you're reminiscing about when your dad was alive and he made that funny joke, or he'd always do that thing, or maybe when your sister was still around. I sense that there's definitely going to be some memories, but there's going to be laughter through the tears here as well. And you also may be taking a look at your life story. Like it says here on the Judgment card, Capricorn, you're going to start here a new life in a sense, because you're finding a purpose. You're letting go of something of the past, but there is a forgiving and compassionate review of something taking place here for you. Now, I will let you know that mostly every sign, a lot of signs, I would say, and there's only a couple left after you, Capricorn, a lot of signs have received either the choice or the letting go, because this is a very powerful month. Now that we've navigated through eclipse season, it may feel like some of you are still tying up loose ends, but it is the light at the end of the tunnel here. And there's going to be some major choices showing up that's going to lead to, a new beginning in an area of your life that's been a little bit wishy-washy. Now, you start off here with the Magician and the Four of Cups, also the Four of Raphael in this deck. The Magician says you can manifest the life that you want, Capricorn. What you need, it will come to you almost by magic at times. This says successful beginning. So you're seeing the word beginning showing up here, but I'm getting that there's still a couple of, again, loose ends or things that need to be tied up. Maybe it is that final conversation. It could be that court date. Maybe it is that paperwork that needs to be signed. It can be grabbing the last of your items out of your office or at a place that maybe you lived. Maybe it is writing that letter and releasing it, right? Or burning it. I feel like some of you are really taking the steps this month to let go of something that was stressful. Because you do have the Four of Cups, this does represent, in a sense, a little bit of maybe even a loss, or just feeling impatient or a little bit pessimistic that you were not manifesting this life that you wanted. Okay, some of you, you're wondering, do I even have any manifestation skills? But we are constantly working with the Magician energy each and every day, because the choices that we make is part of what manifests in our reality, right? So some of you, you're seeking out other possibilities, or you're being guided to seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic. Look at this. It literally says, look for the magic in life. And you have the Magician card. So you're being guided to look for the magic, look for, the optimism, the positivity, the blessings, the miracles, because sometimes we go down that rabbit hole and we get stuck there. It says be aware of your own emotions, because your emotions could be getting the better of you as well. So even though we need to ride that roller coaster of emotions, it's important to let them come up, feel them, heal them, and release them. We also don't want to hang on to those emotions, because that can be, challenging as well. That can store in our bodies, causing us to stay in that rabbit hole or stay in that lower vibration after some sort of loss or, again, difficult period. Because you have this Four of Cups, you could have been a little bit depressed even, or just frustrated at a situation, maybe even a little bit lonely. You wanted to maybe reach out here. You can see that she's playing with these seashells. And I also sense with the seashells, there is something here about hearing yourself, being guided, listening, tuning into your own intuition here, listening to what your emotions are telling you at this time. Because some of you may be telling yourself subconsciously, which means you're not even aware, that by having some sort of emotion that's bad or that's negative, or maybe you were told, or when you were growing up, not to cry, not to show emotion, you have to be strong. There's a shift happening here for you, and you absolutely can manifest that life that you want. So definitely look for the magic. Now, I am getting a specific message here for some of you. There may have been, and I say may because this is past tense as well, there may have been someone in your life who was manipulating you. It could have been even yourself. You may have felt like you were manipulating your own energy in a way that just wasn't healthy, or maybe this was someone around you, because the Magician, when he is in a lower vibration, when he is not in his highest polarity, he can manipulate for all the wrong reasons, right? When you think of a magician on the stage, what does he do? He manipulates the audience to see what he wants them to see. So you may want to ask yourself at this time, Capricorn, are you using your magic for good? Are you using that energy of the law of attraction and your own personal power? Are you putting that to good use? Or are you letting someone or yourself misuse that power when, wow, you could have the life that you want here? So just take that into note, take that into consideration, because you starting off with the Magician is also card 1, and November is 11 energy, so it's soul purpose. I love it, right? Soul purpose, and being able to bring about a sense of justice in your life as well. Justice is the 11 card, which is, breaks down to 2. So there's going to be partnerships here. There will be a connection, a balance between the masculine and feminine. Now, next up here, you have the Knight of Cups with the Ace of Cups. So again, more emotion. I had to chuckle as I was pulling your cards, because card after card after card kept coming out a cup. And this makes sense because Scorpio season is cups. It is emotion, right? It is water element. So it may pertain to your feelings, your desires, your joys. It may pertain to the heart, intimacy, and relationships. So Knight of Raphael here, Knight of Cups, is someone who can be very romantic, very dramatic also, as well as poetic and introspective. So there could be someone coming in, a new relationship here. I'm getting that this could be someone who is committed to love, right? They love the idea of love. They love, having partnerships or people that they can feel supported and heard and valued. This can be an opportunity where you're being swept off your feet here. Situations or topics. So if this is not love, this could be career, things that make your heart flutter. And it surprises you because you've been in this state of not feeling as inspired, or maybe you haven't felt the love, right? Maybe your heart's been a little bit blocked, or maybe there was a choice here for you to make and it felt difficult, like it was pulling at your heartstrings. But it says here, a positive new emotional experience is on board. It's coming towards you here, or it could be something that you're putting out into the universe. Regardless, that's the law of attraction. And so you are finding a sense of fulfillment here in all your relationships, all your activities that are heart-centered. This is deep and lasting spiritual insights. When that Ace of Cups shows up, that's a gift of love. This is overflowing emotions even. So some of you, you may feel quite sensitive at the beginning of the month, but during the mid to end of the month here, I feel like you may choose some logic here, something that may have really been, again, I feel difficult in the past. You're moving on from that and you're manifesting a new opportunity. So you're kind of allowing yourself to ride that wave, but it's not going to feel as intense possibly towards the end of the month or into December here. This is really beautiful here because this is a soul quenching renewal. And a lot of you Capricorns need that at this time. This is about allowing love to enter your heart and flow out. It's relationships with the self, right? It's self-love, you filling your own cup if need be, and you taking action to do so. And some of you could be, again, receiving a love offer. Whether you accept it or not, that's completely up to you. That's your free will choice here. Next up, we have another cup card. You have the Eight of Cups and you have new beginnings. So this is big, really big, because the Eight of Cups is an action card about moving on, walking away, abandoning maybe something or someone in order for you to have a new beginning. The beginning that you truly desire and deserve. So there is something better waiting for you here, Capricorn. Do what you know is right. And this is about, you know, spiritual enlightenment as well. This is part of your soul's path. It's part of your journey here on earth, your mission. So this is really a beautiful discovery this month, and it's partnered with the Judgment. I mean, this is big stuff. This is a new beginning to start that new life, find your purpose, right? So you may be walking towards, you know, maybe some of you are literally doing the eat, pray, love thing here, because the Eight of Cups is my eat, pray, love card, where you may feel, or other people may say to you, Capricorn, you have everything, right? It looks great on paper. You have the job or the home or the car or the husband or the wife or the kids. It may be something that, yeah, it looks great, but maybe it doesn't feel great or it doesn't align with you anymore. It may look great on the outside, but inside it just doesn't match. And that's what you're shifting up here for you. And there's a new beginning saying that you can forgive yourself, because some of you, there was self-doubt here. There was maybe misuse of, you know, that wonderful soul power that you had. You just were confused for some time here. Or maybe you were a little bit in that, you know, back and forth energy of not quite sure. And that's okay, because sometimes we need to be in that period for a bit in order for us to truly discover, you know, the meaning, to discover ourselves more, to discover, you know, what direction we truly want to head towards. So I love this combination. Now we move towards the Nine of Pentacles here with the Page of Swords. So something that you are researching out, an exciting new challenge, whatever this new beginning that is ushering in here for you is actually going to lead to a lot of happiness. Nine of Pentacles is the card of, you know, dreams being fulfilled. Look at that rainbow coming in. Rainbows come in after the storm. And look at that. There's a storm brewing. So for some of you, you may feel like you're still in the thick of things, but I feel like that rainbow is coming out for you in November. But you're tying up some loose ends. There's still some things you're letting go of before you hit this, you know, next tier, next new beginning. And it says an exciting new challenge, Capricorn, because you have what it takes to succeed. So review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So if you are traveling this month, or if there's a court document, this can be anything that is put on paper, I feel is important for you to just double check things, because, oh, okay, I'm also getting here, pay attention to someone's words through text, through email. It could be a voice back and forth. Maybe you're talking to someone. Communication is very important this month as well. There could be important communication that offers you this exciting new challenge. And it could be this love offer coming in here, a love for what you do, a love you would love to work for this specific company. This is a new beginning here when it comes to maybe a relationship, a romantic one, or maybe it has to do with some of you even buying an animal or buying a support pet for yourself. I do feel that some of you there's a very, very small percentage here. Someone may be making the choice to end the suffering of an animal who may be sick, or an animal that is very old and they're having a tough time. That's only going to be for some of you. And of course, that can bring up a lot of memories. That can be very emotional. For those of you that have ever had an animal, and if you had to make that decision to put them down, that can be very, very difficult. But trust that you are doing the right thing, that you are being divinely guided, regardless of how hard or difficult that may be. Please take that as it resonates. I don't always love, putting that out there, but it was coming through here. Back to the good stuff here. 9 of Pentacles. Your dreams are fulfilled because you've been working really, really hard here. And you do have a love for the beautiful things in life, Capricorn. You are an earth sign. You enjoy life, right? You enjoy being able to have those material gains and financial abundance, prosperity, good health. You may take care of your body more. This is about moving towards the things that can bring you this abundance, right? You're heading towards the things that are aligned with this rainbow, which I really love. Now, the final outcome here, you did have the 9 of Swords, but I had to clarify it here because I'm thinking, okay, what's happening? And I felt a heaviness. Now, we don't want to have the 9 of Swords, but you're moving on from it because I clarified it here with the Knight of Michael, which is the Knight of Swords. So you ends off with some mental energy coming in that's actually helping you balance some of these emotions. So I like this blending of the head and the heart because, yeah, we can feel emotional. I mean, if you were taught not to cry and you're putting your pet down and you're trying to hold back tears, I mean, no, we need to let them out. We need to suppress, talk to somebody, talk to our animal. We need to feel that wave. And then we're able to kind of move out of that. It doesn't mean that we're going to immediately stop thinking about that memory, right? But it means that we are embracing our emotions because that's part of the human experience. So your worry may be unnecessary here. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of any regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I also get the message that some of you have tried to help a family member, a loved one, a spouse or partner, a friend. You may have helped someone out the best that you could. Maybe you felt like that person has taken advantage of you, but now you are letting go. You're choosing to let that person experience their own journey. And it's important for you to release feelings of maybe not doing enough, not being enough. It can be, again, guilt. Maybe you're guilty over a situation, or someone may be bringing in an apology because they feel guilty or they feel lack of. Or maybe they miss you, because I just heard I miss you. So someone could miss you here. Release those feelings to your angels, because what's coming in here is you're coming out stronger, more committed, more diligent, and more intellectual here, where it says time to move quickly. You will choose logic over emotion because there's going to be some sudden changes that come into your world. So yes, you've come from a place of heart. Now we're going to use the beautiful mind and brain that we have to step forward. So I like this balance showing up here, but if there is any sort of worry, you may want to release that the best way you can. Find ways to help you cope with stress this month, and try not to go the unhealthy route, such as excess and alcohol, or foods, or shopping, or whatever it may be. That can, at times, if we overdo it, it can be a bad thing. But I feel for a lot of you, I hear sleep. I'm getting the word sleep. So maybe just catching up on your sleep, making sure you're drinking and eating healthier foods. Make sure you're getting outside if you can, connecting to nature, connecting to your spiritual self. Some of you may just want to hunker down for a little bit within your own home space and go over some things in the home, because the memories can be about, you allowing yourself to just have a nostalgic day, maybe watching some old movies, some old, videos that you really enjoy, eating some ice cream, doing something that's for you, but then, allowing yourself to have that day or two and then continuing to do what you need to do. All right. We have here, when it comes to money, Like I said, there is an intense energy coming in here for you. A lot of emotion starting off, but you're getting back on track here, Capricorn. So if there's been something that's been difficult, this is the month that you truly choose to let something go so you can move towards this new beginning that's certainly being offered here to you. You're ready for it. Even if you don't feel like you're ready, you are. Now you have the tree showing up in your financial sector here. I love the tree showing up because this is like the 10 of Pentacles. It's all about financial growth, things coming to fruition, abundance. Yeah, some of you, you could be working outdoors, or maybe a partner of yours works outdoors here. This could also be working with trees, with logs, plants, herbs, anything that maybe is grown outside. This is something that could be a family business. This could be like a family tree. So some of you may even be doing the same thing a family member has done. Maybe your mother was a teacher, you're a teacher, or maybe your father did something specifically, ran a business, now you're running it. I get you could be helping families as well. Maybe there's something that's more family oriented. Maybe you are a family or relationship therapist or counselor. I'm also getting here, you're leaving a legacy behind that actually helps others. This is a really powerful card. Powerful energy coming from the card here. Next, you have the coins. This is about money coming in for you, wealth, good investments. After feeling like things may have been a little bit discontent or things were moving a little bit slower than you wanted, because we see you really wanting to manifest here, right? This is coming in, but again, maybe sales was down. I see it picking back up. Finances, maybe you're getting a raise here, or you just feel like finally I've caught a lucky break after some time of, just feeling a little bit discontent with your financial sector. Next, you have the butterfly. There's going to be some big changes coming in here. Do pay attention to spending. We can spend a little more than necessary in the holiday season here, but there's sudden changes. Now, some of you, maybe you're getting a short-term loan. You could be making work a little bit more fun. Someone could be coming on board and just helping out temporarily. This can be about, movement, a lot of movement. It's very fortuitous for those of you that are creatives, that are artists here as well. So I feel like you could be expanding your business, your career through some sort of creative endeavor or inspirational idea that you have here. Could lead to big changes. All right, so you have here insurance. Some of you may work in insurance. Maybe you're looking at different insurance packages or plans, but this could also be making sure that you are insured under a situation. Maybe it's trip insurance, car insurance, or you may set some sort of regulation or policy in place to make sure that you're insured, like you're covered if something were to happen. Maybe you're looking into maybe even life insurance because you do have the 10 of Pentacles. So perhaps someone's upping life insurance, or, moving something around, maybe changing car insurance. I do get that some of you are doing some comparing. You may be letting go of, and that could be, maybe this whole thing is as simple as, making a choice to let go of some beliefs or how you spend money. Let's hope that for some of you, it's certainly a new way of doing things. I feel like this is better than expected, right? You could be worried that, insurance has went up sky high, and you may be worried that you're not going to find anything lower, but you're surprised here because you're taking action by putting in the work and reaching out to other insurance agents, and something comes back to you that's favorable. Okay, so that could be an example. So insurance coming up here. You have the micromanage card here, and that could be part of the magician misusing their power, whether again it's someone around you, it could be you yourself at times, where there may be a level of control, perfectionism, or just, micromanaging. And for those of you that have ever been micromanaged, it's awful. Someone looking over your shoulder, double checking your work, really scrutinizing, tuning a situation, but it doesn't even feel like it's fine tuning at times. Maybe this is you, fine tuning your own work. Maybe you're micromanaging someone in the family, or you feel like someone is just constantly breathing over your shoulder. I feel like that could be what you're letting go of here. You're making a choice to do so. It could even feel at times like you can't quite work because maybe you work from home and maybe you have a spouse who's, in and out, or children, and it feels like you're trying to do too many things at once at times. But you do have the work from home card, so some of you certainly could work from home, and there's the pet as well. So yeah, some of you have a dog, some of you may have cats as well. There could be an unexpected vet bill I'm getting here as well. It doesn't mean that, like I said, a very small percentage of you may be putting, a pet down, or maybe one in the past around this time. But for others of you, there could be good news, right? Maybe you're fearing the worst around a pet, but you take them into the vet and it's, something minor. Maybe they ate some bad grass or something like that. So there could be an unexpected expense that maybe even insurance could cover here. So double check, because I feel if you do your homework, if you do your literally due diligence, you're going to find that you're able to save on something, or you'll be able to work with this energy, because unexpected expenses here, it could be, I feel like it's not going to be huge, but it may be something on the car. It could be, again, something that's covered, because you do have the benefits here. And the benefits could be any benefits that maybe you get in a corporate job, such as pension plans, health insurance, could be paid time off or paid vacation, maybe parental leave, health insurance, and maybe there is something that's covered that you're unaware of. Okay, I'm also getting something with maybe a health routine. There could be something health wise. Maybe it's a gym membership, or maybe it's even some sort of prescription or nutrients, vitamins. Something could be covered. I also see that this is more than just corporate benefits. This is benefits, maybe tax incentives. Maybe you're talking to a tax professional about maybe what insurance is covered in your business, or maybe you are a business owner looking to incorporate additional benefits. I feel that this also has to do with you being flexible, using the benefits of being an entrepreneur or being a business owner to your advantage. Maybe taking a little bit of time off, being flexible in your schedule here, maybe achieving some sort of award. I also see that if there's a class or a certification, a company could be paying for that here as well. That could be a perk or a benefit. All right, when it comes to love, some of you have a lot going on around the category of love. As I was, I kept pulling because Spirit said keep going. And then as I put the cards down, I heard look at the bottom, and you have the wedding. So this certainly could affect a marriage. Maybe this has to do with marriage. You could be married here. It does say the situation involves marriage. For those of you that it does, there could be a heart-to-heart conversation that needs to be had here. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. It may have to do with finances, because you have finances and career. It may have to do with someone's career. Financial issues could be a factor, and heart-to-heart conversations are going to be beneficial. Maybe what someone is making, what money is going towards. Someone may need a little bit extra. Someone may need to, cancel a membership, or whatever it may be here. There needs to be communication, because towards the end of the month, we see communication being very important here with the page, the knight, and again, the 9. So someone could be stressed out about money and not speaking about it, and that would be suppressing, some fears, some emotions around money, and that's no good. That can create lower back pain. That can create anxiety in the heart chakra. It can create neck issues as well, hips, knees, because we're not moving forward. So a lot going on here. So really have that heart-to-heart conversation with someone if you need to. Now, for those of you that are looking for love, you have a love offer coming in here, but you may still be working on releasing someone from your past. That may be why you have the letting go in the choice card, because it says the time has come to clear your energy. So whether this is an ex, whether it is just someone on your mind that may have even left you out in the cold, maybe they've ghosted you, or maybe you thought this was your person, even if you weren't dating or, in a relationship per se. It's important for you to clear your energy because you have passion coming in for you here. This is about allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah, you deserve that joy. And I'm getting a deep pain right in the middle here of the heart chakra. So I know that it's difficult when there's love that still lingers or there's pain that still lingers. But know here that this is the month you have this soul quenching renewal. And this is much deserving. You deserve this. You are worthy of this. You are, a divine spark, a divine being. And you're going to remember that this month. All right, you had some pretty powerful cards come out here from one of my new favorite decks, the Shaman's Dream Oracle. For those of you that are interested in any of the decks that you see used in the reading, you can find them all below in the description box, including my Intuitive Soul Oracle at the top here. So you have right away card 36. You have 30, 55, and 5. Some of you, that could be an age, a birth date, could be a significant number, but you have 36, which is about feeling a little bit lost in space, needing a little bit of direction here. And you have some choices to make. And I feel through some reflection, introspection, maybe even going down memory lane here and remembering the good, the bad, what brought you joy and happiness versus what brought you pain, by taking a little bit of an evaluation period, a loving and compassionate one according to the judgment here, you'll be able to gain the direction that you need. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I just heard the name Claire, Clairol, is that a name? Clairol, maybe? Is that I think that's Clairol. It's a product. So maybe some of you are maybe dyeing your hair, or maybe you just bought a Clairol product. Please take that as it resonates. Maybe your name, a child's name, grandchild could be Claire. Now we have here needing direction, and maybe that's part of it. Claire can also be clear, right? Kind of. So lost in space, you're going to get the direction that you need to move forward here and let something go. It's going to herald great change. You have the Horseman here, and look at this. You actually, whoa, check this out, Capricorn. These two almost look the same here. You have the Knight of Swords as your final outcome, and this represents, right, a strong horseman bringing in change. And that Knight of Swords, he doesn't mess around, right? It's time to move quickly here. So there is going to be great change, specifically towards the end of the month. Could be around the 30th as well. But there's something ushering in around Sagittarian season that is going to offer you a big step forward, because you literally have the farther gate. This is about taking a big, bold step forward in your life, in your career, in your, all of it. This could be you as well, shifting the way that you view things. It could be about you releasing so many things internally that actually flows into a beautiful energy externally as well. Because look at this, your final card here you have is closing the door, some sort of completion happening. And we're going to read the message from the guidebook with this completion, because this is about an ending. This is about your greater calling, it says here. So you're getting a lot of cards about soul purpose, higher calling, something here happening for you, not to you, Capricorn. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging on for far too long. Unlock the cage you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about what others might think or feel. That's why you have the Nine of Swords. Some of you may be worried about what other people think, right? No, now is not the time to worry about that. Instead, break with routine. Consider what you think and how you feel, and be true to your heart's calling. It's time to walk out the door. If you don't see a door, but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say, no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known you've needed to do for quite some time. And I want to talk about that here for a moment, because I'm getting quite emotional thinking about this here. Now, some of you, you're waiting for someone else to make the first move. Maybe you're stuck in that relationship. You don't know how to leave it. It'd be much easier maybe if this person cheated or if this person did something awful, but it's been lingering in that, that wishy-washy energy. You don't have to wait for someone to do something to make the first move here. And that's why you literally have big, bold step forward here. And that's the reminder. Maybe you're waiting for a job to fire you or let you go because it's been difficult. You don't have to wait for someone else to be wrong. If the door to project or a relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered, at least not in the way you would have liked. Take this as a gift. There's that gift from the universe here with the Ace of Cups. Take this as a gift, Capricorn. Difficult and painful as it might be, move on. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job after we knew it was time to move on? Right? Stop wallowing in the pain. And I almost just said swallowing. So there could be something with swallowing your pride or swallowing your words. So again, no such thing as coincidence there. Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things didn't work out. It is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed door. Give thanks to the lessons and set yourself free. Capricorn, this is probably one of the most profound messages, one of the most profound readings that maybe I've done for you ever. This is big. And your final card to wrap it all up here is card 17. It is the Fates. And this card pretty much wraps up that serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and to show me, I don't know the whole thing, show me the difference. But the Fates is about things that are fated, things that are destined, maybe out of our control at times. But the stars are aligning. It's card 17, and the star is 17 in tarot. So the stars are aligning here to bring you guidance, to bring you peace, to bring you inspiration, to not give up on those dreams because you're actually closer here than you think. Whatever those dreams are here for you, Capricorn. Powerful read, powerful energy. You are important. You matter. You are inspirational. You are lovable. You have everything you need right here within you. Your spiritual team, your guides, your people, right? They all support you in changing and shifting this energy into something much more beautiful. Thank you so much for tuning in, Capricorn. It has been a pleasure. If you resonated with this energy, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most. And it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for tuning in, Capricorn. Lots of love.